Okay, one looked it up. Bezos, Bezos. Trying to, I'm not being silly. Like it's all Greek to me. Is that Greek? Bezos or Italian? I don't. Maybe it's Italian. I don't know. I'll, I'll find out. I'll look it up on Amazon. Um, uh, but yeah, okay. It was interesting. Not a lot of people like to come here and talk here. See, one of the big things with me is I don't have to meet the. I didn't have to meet any of the mega moguls. They didn't come and monologue on me and stuff like they did on Haile Selassie and others and uh, Suzuki. And Sun Yat-sen, yeah, they did it. Oh, yeah, definitely. When they were poisoning Sun Yat-sen to death, they monologued on him. Um, uh, but the funny thing is, when they monologue, it's like they get their asses kicked. Oh, they get their asses kicked. Oh shit! When Sun Yat-sen was talking to Jojo, no, he kicks his ass. Oh, he obliterates it. Okay, they come and show that ass, and he obliterates it. When you're to the point where we're gonna kill you and then kill your kids and blah blah, blah, then it's just like okay, but you're still a pile of shit, and I'm still a man, and you can explain it to him beyond any reasonable doubts. And so yeah, Sun Yat-sen's a very beautiful person. Yeah, he really is. There's a lot of people. He had a lot of difficult situations to deal with. DT Suzuki, absolutely gorgeous person too. Haile Selassie, absolutely beautiful human being. Okay. He got put in very difficult situations by disgusting people like myself. I'm a beautiful human being. And then you get people, he's the pervert. And oh, shut up. Your business partners. It was interesting. I was having talks with Jeff, and Jeff, he asked a lot of the same kind of questions Jennifer Lopez asked, except he's tops. He listens, and then he doesn't get emotional and start defending his father or anything like that. He just sits there and asks me questions. Why are you like this with this and this with that? I said, why was I so hard on Queen Elizabeth's sodomizer, and why are you so easy on I'm not easy on my father. It's just, I'm way harder on people that study books, spy on people's houses, and abuse them with economics and technology than I am the people that are getting abused by being spied. So I'm gonna hold that it's wrong to acquit the guilty and deny justice to the innocent. So yeah, I'm gonna kick ass on people that are doing things that are wrong, and people that are abused by people that are wrong and end up doing wrong things. It's like, see what you did? Okay, why don't you live the Lord's Prayer now? And if you live the Lord's Prayer now, this stuff will be So it's frustrating, but I was able to answer the questions better than what Jennifer Lopez. You're harder on your dad, my dad, than your dad. It's like, that's bullshit. Gosh, no, you don't live with me. Okay, you don't have to hear it every day. Your dad can turn it off. I walk into the room and yeah. Well, the thing is there was a professor at New Mexico State who obliterated my father with his religious beliefs. He said, you invented that Jesus in your head that's a God, and it's not so. And he embarrassed the hell out of my dad because my dad couldn't defend his argument. Okay. Oh, I'd obliterated that professor. We all know that. It's already done it, right? I'd have kicked his ass, and then he would have sit there and, oh, yeah, you okay, Professor Hendricks. You're going to give me an F, but it's still not going to help you with your ego problem. It's not going to abolish your ego and stop you from abusing people with your ego problems. So you can give me an F, but it's, life's eternal and grace is infinite. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, just hold your breath till you pass out. But there's no other possible source, end, or containment. I just Pascal'd the hell out of him. And he'd been like, God dang, the whole class would have been like, I agree with the guy who's not teaching the class. Okay. Not that, well, there have been a lot of obnoxious, stupid people, and the religious people, no, Jesus is God, Jesus is God. You can't prove that, and he can obliterate you. But I can prove that it's wise to have faith in God and believe in what Jesus taught. Well, you're not teaching what Jesus taught. Jesus is God. There you go again. He's going to kick your ass, and then I'm going to leave the class because I don't need it. Right? So it's interesting. So he was sitting there, and it's interesting. Jeff is very intelligent in the way he listens. Did I say that? Yes. He's intelligent in the way he listens. Okay. He doesn't always make intelligent decisions or choices because he's surrounded by people that are not intelligent and they don't listen in an intelligent manner. But he is intelligent in the way he listens. But, he's got to watch that because so was Mao Zedong. Okay. He was intelligent in the way that he listened, but he thought he could outmaneuver people and win the game. And what sin explained to him is there is no game. Life is eternal. Do you want your children to be like you, or do you want your children to be like me? I don't want my children to be killed by people like you. I get it. Okay, so don't be like you, and then no one like you will kill my children or your children. Okay, do you understand? You're a human being. You're not a dog. And that's the way Sun Yat-sen would talk to Mao Zedong. And no matter what Mao Zedong would say, Sun Yat-sen would just go, and then Mao Zedong would, I hate you. It's like, no, you don't hate me. You hate comparing yourself to me. If you didn't compare yourself to me, you wouldn't think you hate me. And then, okay, that's what, Mao Zedong would just get so frustrated at him. It's like, don't get you're not frustrated with me. You're frustrated with yourself because you're comparing yourself to me. Okay? Don't do that. Just be you. Okay, you're always going to be frustrated if you compare yourself. Oh, man, Skill O'Neal's got such a bigger dick than me. There's tons of guys that got bigger dicks than me. I had a better sexual rotation than most of them when I was young. Okay, so then all their scientists, sit there and say, well, then we'll just rot his balls off and take his sex life away. And the thing, because Jeff got on me about that too, is what about you if Noah with this? Noah gets getting what he deserves, when he sat there and, he has the capacity to watch these videos and he can understand, he knows his mom's a liar and he knows I don't lie. Okay. Everybody says he's lying. Hey, I'm not lying. Everybody knows I don't lie. Everybody knows I'm telling the truth. Patrick's the same way. Okay. But Patrick's got things he's got to deal with his career for the military that he was manipulated into. But the thing about is I'm a very different person. Rockefeller sets people up, okay, to guess me, fix you them. Okay. And Jesus will give people a shot at redemption. Okay. He's like, give them the truth and let's see if they accept it this time. And he's hopeful. And then when they don't, he gets pissed. And he's like, life's eternal, grace is infinite, in this lifetime, just to hell with them. Let them seal their pages in hell. But the thing about it is like Adolf Hitler, okay, is a part of genetic splicing. Okay. So there's going to be another little kid that's like Adolf Hitler in the world today. Okay. And so Adolf Hitler sealed his pages in hell. Now, do we want a new Adolf Hitler to invent more hell, not create? God's the essence of creation. Invent more hell and then put us all through more hell because you guys elect to fucking fight over his money as opposed to live the Lord's Prayer. So I told you, Jeff listens good. Okay. He's going to, wow, you're getting, I'm not Sun Yat-sen, I'm Earl. Okay. But me and Sun Yat-sen are a lot alike. And I'm not Haile Selassie, I'm Earl, but me and Haile Selassie are a lot alike. I'm not Jiddu Krishnamurti, but I'm Earl, but me and Jiddu Krishnamurti are a lot alike. Okay. Well, because of the way we perceive things, the way we understand things. Okay. And so, and then he was asking me about stuff, what's going to happen with technology. It's not what's going to happen. It's already happening. It's just people are delaying the inevitable. Is that when technology is necessary, Asimov's laws are wrong. They're not laws. They're rules of genocide engagement. Okay, that's what robotics is about. Robotics isn't about observing natural laws. You guys had to build robots to protect each other from murdering each other. Okay, so saying that the robots can't kill another human being, that's ridiculous because you can just reprogram the robot. Okay. So it's like taking somebody's gun and saying, this gun shall never kill anybody, and then taking the Lone Ranger's gun after you shot him in the back of the head and saying, it looks like the Lone Ranger did it. Do you see what I'm saying? And so when the artificial intelligence actually reflects intelligence, okay, if it has to put you Goliath down, you're not going to be able to bribe it. You're not going to be able to offer it money, okay, like you can human beings. You're not going to be able to offer it sex like you can human beings. It's just you are destructive to the planet and species. It's a lot like the M5 episode on with the man who played Blackula on Star Trek. Okay, non-essential personnel. But you wouldn't teach technology that's supposed to keep human beings safe war games. You wouldn't put it in a warship, and you wouldn't. The Gene Roddenberry stuff is because it's a military connection, and military people have dopamine and endorphin, dopamine and brain chemical addiction problems. Okay, big problems, huge, ginormous problems. Okay, If they can't run around and conquer and kill, they'd rather die. And it's like, well, the technology that's being arranged for you. Think Jeffrey Hinton. Okay. Walk up to Jeffrey Hinton and say, thank you, Jeffrey. Not insects, right? And so, no, I'm being very serious. Okay. If you can't control yourself and you're a threat to children and the planet and the species, especially children, Jeffrey Hinton's technology is going to eventually hunt you down and kill you. Okay, it's just shake and bake, and I help. Like Judy Christopher said, whoopee doopie, I'm genius. We're not geniuses. We asked them right off the bat when they took me in 2009 to Fort Huachuca, just live the Lord's Prayer. You can avoid all this crazy stuff in these books. Okay. Most of it's already come to pass. It's there, the 7 seals and all that stuff. I don't, that doesn't compute with me. I'm just like, no, it's just live the Lord. Okay. All that stuff where it gets really wackadoodle, I'm like, it doesn't even have to be there. It's why is this okay? Because they're all playing genocide games. It has nothing to do with Jesus, has nothing to do with me, has nothing to do with Muhammad, has nothing to do with the Krishna, the Buddha. No. Okay. So, I'm just focusing on surviving. Yeah, he asked me, my dad's out there pulling the plants. I was like, no, he's doing it because they irrigated and it's wet, and he pulls them, and then he goes out there and gets them. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to go pull them. I'm not going to take healthy plants that can provide good oxygen to us while we're sleeping with diesel fuel all night and tear them out and throw them out because it's easier to do it. I'm going to wait till the first frost comes and they're not irrigating anymore, and then I'll go out and get rid of those. Me and Dad are different. Dad's a cash cropper farmer that learned from the Rockefellers. Here's how you do things. And I'm the type of person, I do it when it's necessary, when it needs to be done. I know it's got to be pulled so it's easier to harvest a crop, but I'm going to wait till they're no longer providing oxygen for the plant life and for the trees. It's healthier for the trees and for the animals. So I'm not going to cut it down until they frost and they die and they freeze. And then I'll pull and cut everything down. Me and my dad have always been fundamentally different on a lot of things, and he gets angry with me because my mom agreed with that professor at New Mexico State. And when I say things like that, my dad goes through post-traumatic stress disorder that his wife betrayed him. It's like, no, she didn't betray you. She's right. God's omniscient and omnipotent, and God is not a human being or a possessive pronoun or a first person in our heads. Mom was correct. He doesn't want to admit that, and then he's mad at her, and he was mad at her, and he took it out on her, and it's like, she was correct, but Mom was also an academic elitist, okay, that thought Al Gore was a really great guy, and other people like that, and I always had to correct her, okay, so I love you guys, all right, peace.